Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. In today's video we're going to be talking about the upcoming Goosebumps Disney Plus series. We're also going to be talking about the return of Monsters at Work and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Let's start off talking about Goosebumps, a brand new series that's going to be coming soon to Disney Plus around the world. And also it's going to be released on Hulu in the United States. And they're even going to be putting this show onto Freeform as well. So 5 episodes are going to be dropping on Friday the 13th, and new episodes are going to be released each week afterwards. So they're going for a nice big binge drop Friday the 13th, great kind of timing, obviously as well, a nice boost with Halloween. Kind of surprised with the weekly release a little bit afterwards. That kind of stretches it into November, but makes a lot of sense. I know the Goosebumps series of books is hugely popular, so is the series and the books. Now, I am going to be honest. I have never seen a Goosebumps. I've never read a Goosebumps. I've got no idea what it is, so I've only got a few little pictures here. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The series will plunge viewers into a world of mystery and suspense, and the new Goosebumps series follows a group of 5 high schoolers as they embark on a shadowy and twisted journey to investigate the tragic passing 3 decades earlier of a teen named Harold, while also uncovering deep secrets from their parents' past. I definitely think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this series when it arrives on at Disney Plus as well as on linear and on Hulu. Disney are really kind of making sure enough people see this show, which is probably a good thing, and I think we're going to see more of this as things move forward. But yeah, I'm excited about the Goosebumps series. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. One of the very first series to be announced for Disney Plus was Monsters at Work, which is a sequel to the hit film Monsters, Inc. And yeah, it came out on Disney Plus back in 2021, and they kind of initially announced that there would be a second season, but we've really not heard too much about that since. But the good news is, looks like it's going to be hitting Disney Plus pretty soon, because at the New York Comic Con there's going to be a special panel taking place on Sunday, October the 15th at 12 PM at room 405. Obviously this one is just for people in attendance, and they're going to be getting a sneak peek at this new series. Hopefully at some point as well we get to see it outside of the venue. They're starting to sort of ramp up kind of sneak peeks on this. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be arriving this side of Christmas. It could easily slide into next year. You know, because they recently, for example, they did the X-Men series, and that's going to be coming out next year as well. So not too sure exactly when it's going to be coming out, but it must be coming pretty soon because they're doing previews at the event. Also at the New York Comic Con, they're going to be doing some sneak peeks at Percy Jackson and the Olympians, plus the new Goosebumps series, and some other shows like Futurama are going to get special panels there. Obviously, it will depend on the strikes of if anyone's there. I think they're planning on just getting the creatives and stuff that can go, like the executive producers and the directors and stuff who aren't on strike. But yeah, maybe not a huge amount of stuff being revealed, but I'm hoping that we do get to see a little bit of something from the New York Comic Con. But let us know, are you excited about the return of Monsters at Work? Love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. Disney has released a brand new trailer for the upcoming 3rd season of the D'Amelio Show, which is going to be dropping the first 2 episodes on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus in many countries around the world, including Canada and Australia. I'm hoping for the UK as well. So this new series will drop on Wednesday the 20th of September, and then there's going to be 2 new episodes dropping a week afterwards. So a little bit of a kind of a bingey week drop. I actually don't think that's a bad idea for this kind of show. Now, I know a lot of people aren't interested into this one, but I like the first 2 seasons, and I think this season, from going by the trailer alone, a lot more issues that have just come about from this family having to deal with being in the public eye, and essentially being just from TikTok and just becoming these sort of worldwide phenomenons, and also dealing with the issues that came from appearing on Dancing with the Stars. So lots of great stuff in this one. I'm looking forward to watching it, and I think it's going to tie in quite nicely with having that and the Kardashians every week. Plenty of reality TV show stuff for those of us that like it. But let us know, are you excited about the D'Amelio Show? Let us know in the comments below. We also got another new trailer from 20th Century Studios, which is going to be for Quiz Lady. This brand new original film is going to be dropping on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus around the world and on Star Plus in Latin America on November the 3rd. Quiz Lady stars Sandra Oh and Awkwafina, and I'll be honest, this trailer for me is just like, I really want to watch this film. This is kind of that classic comedy kind of thing. They're both trying to basically take part in a quiz show to track down their mum to get enough money to get their dog back. Sandra Oh kind of playing very different kind of character to what we're used to seeing her in. She's kind of more the crazy person, and Awkwafina is a little bit more subdued, which is kind of interesting to see them playing that part. We've got Will Ferrell in here. Yeah, it just looks funny. There's just lots of bits in here that just for me is just like, I really want to watch this film. This is definitely, I'm gone way up my list of wanting to watch after seeing that trailer. This looks a lot of fun, and that's kind of what I like. And it is like a perfect streaming movie when that one drops. But let us know, are you excited about Quiz Lady? Let us know in the comments below. There was also a new trailer released for FX's brand new series, A Murder at the End of the World. So we're going to get in the first 2 episodes dropping on Disney Plus around the world, Hulu in the United States, Star Plus Latin America on the 14th of November, and then a new episode being released weekly after that. The trailer itself looks really weird. They're all in the snow, and there's this hotel or some kind of venue that they go to. And as you might expect, something happens, someone gets killed, and they're trying to work out who it is. Very weird in terms of flashbacks and stuff going on. Emma Corrin's in this one and plays the lead role. We've also got Clive Owen as the main villain. Kind of gives off the vibes of maybe something like the Menu, but I think it's going to be very different to that. Yeah, it's a bit creepy. It's going to be a limited series, I think. Yeah, 7 episodes. Yeah, definitely for me, this would be great, because that's pretty much going to be then right through November and December with new episodes. So that's going to be a great thing to watch. I'm looking forward to it. But what did you think of the trailer? It's definitely caught my eye, and I think it's going to be a great show to watch this winter. But let us know what you think of that in the comments below. Okay, let's now talk about what's new on Disney Plus today, because it is Friday and we've got some new content. So first off, let's talk about there was a new kind of behind the scenes special on Ahsoka. It is 7 minutes long, very short. It's okay. I mean, it's hardly a kind of sort of gallery episode or anything like that. It's a little bit weaker. I would have expected them to hold off. It feels like they're just kind of getting ready for a big event, which is going to be taking place next week with the 5th episode. They're doing special screenings around the world for that one in cinemas, so something must be going on. Well, I think it's because we're going to get that thing with her and also Anakin, so I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so that one was in there. We also got 5 new classic shorts from Disney, including Pluto Jr. So if you enjoy these classic shorts, check them out. They've all been restored to the highest quality they can be. A great thing for them to be here on Disney Plus and just adding to them. So I'm going to be checking them out over the weekend. It wasn't a top priority to this week for me with these ones. I'll catch them at some point, because I did enjoy those 2 Oswald shorts that got released early in the week. So kind of a lot of stuff going on with that one. Also in Canada, they got Venom, so that's a great new release for today. But yeah, so there we go. That is what's today's news. Let's now jump into today's poll. I asked you, when do you think Disney will complete its purchase of Hulu? So this is in reference to yesterday's story all about Disney and Comcast have pulled forward the event of when they can actually do this deal. So it's going to be at the end of September. So 15% said October, 11% November, 12% December, and 61% of you thinking it's in early 2024. So that's quite a big thing. But most of you think it's going to be happening in 2024. Now I could definitely see that being the case. I think it's going to get done by the end of this year. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the date of the 30th of September was very much the case of, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it gets announced on that day, because that is the very last day of this financial year, and I think they've been in negotiations for a long time. I would not be at all surprised if on that date they announce that they've actually done the deal and it's done and it's moved on, and Disney can basically write that off in this year and just kind of basically get this year's financial results as being bad and just deal with it while the stock's low and all the rest of it, just get it then. I think there's a very strong possibility that they actually complete by the end of the month. I mean, it's still a possibility. I think the early 2024 is probably when we're going to start seeing some big changes, but yeah, that's my little hint. I think the fact that it's happening the day of Disney's quarter or the end of year happening, yeah, interesting. But let's now jump into our question of the day, which is also in reference to yesterday's news, where Trek says, I do have to wonder what it means for non-Disney shows on Hulu like Smallville. Could they sign a deal to keep them on there, or maybe they jump to Max? I think we are definitely going to start seeing some content being removed from Hulu in the coming months ahead. First off, to save them on licensing fee, but also I feel Hulu is going to go through a big change when it's completely owned by Disney and they start merging it in with Disney Plus. So I think there's a few things that's going to happen. First off, when the Hulu content goes into Disney Plus, anything that's on one of the add-ons, so Max or on like was it Cinemax is on there. There's a few other ones that are on there, Stars. All of that content will not be available within Disney Plus, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if those add-ons eventually get taken off of it or completely. So that kind of reduces the amount of content instantly with that stuff. Also, like you said, like Smallville, are they going to want Superman on Disney Plus? I don't know. They might do. They might keep some of this stuff. We'll just keep it on Hulu for a time being until the license runs out. Smallville is one of my, I love that show, so I think I probably should rewatch it really, but it'd probably be a little bit annoying going back and watching it all again now. But nevertheless, I do think we're going to see when this Comcast deal goes through, I think we're going to see that as the kind of the pull off of all of NBC's content from from Hulu will be happening around the same time, or there'll be a date of when it gets removed. I think that's a clear cut. I mean, if I was Comcast, I'd be in that position of going, right, okay, so at that point there, we will pull back and have full control over our shows and stuff and take it all. I think that would make sense. I mean, a lot of it's already been removed, but there's still some bits and pieces left. Yeah, I think Disney is just going to start wrapping up that stuff to when they can get all of it in one place. They don't going to want to pay out for licensing for stuff that they don't need to. Maybe stuff like anime and stuff that's a little bit more popular they can do. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'd love to know what you think of all this. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to go check us out over at what's on at disneyplus.com. I'll be back soon with another news update. And on that note, guys, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters.